Well then, I'm feeling a bit under the weather, so I thought we'd do a little breakdown gear review of this lovely bit of kit, which, if it's not entirely obvious to you, is a fanny pack or a hip belt, or depending how cool you are. What makes this particular bag interesting is that I made it. Well, not that. You'd be surprised that people ask me if I have a gun in my bag because I have that on there, and they don't seem to realize that that's the blaster from Blade Runner. But I don't know, what are you gonna do? Anywho, so I made this. This is my hip riding backpack, my hip pack for riding. I'll go through a couple of the things. That's a 1.5 inch waist buckle. Anything wider than that, it pinches on my waist and bothers me. And I've left quite a bit of adjustment both in this side and in this side. You can see I got a fairly long strap on here, because if I wear this year round with a jacket with extra layers and that sort of bulk, I want to be able to adjust it to fit all of that. Side panels are just regular. There's no, I don't like pockets around the sides of my hips. They tend to get pinched when I move. This back panel here is it's a synthetic mesh, and then underneath that is EVA foam. It's two 5mm sheets. So there's a single 5mm back sheet back here, and then these tiles are laminated on top of that. And those are 5mm as well. And the idea here was to get this up off the skin of my back to help keep the sweating down and to get a little bit more airflow and a little bit more padding, which is kind of nice. And that's sort of the back panel of the thing. If we flip it over, it's a very simple construction. So effectively, let's see if I can show you here. This bag has, there we go. This bag has a back panel. It has a front panel here that's the exact same size. It has a bottom panel that is a continuation of the bottom and the front are actually one piece. So there's no seam here. And so this wraps up, and then these two pieces, the side, the top, and this other side, are all continuous as well. And that means that this particular bag, when you open it, unlike many hip packs, we'll do a full clamshell for you, which is kind of neat. Now, it's a prototype, so I haven't finished some of the seams internally. You'll notice like these are actually kind of raw right now, and I'm okay with that, given how things are. This is my med kit, and it's alcohol pads, bacitracin, band-aids of a couple of different types. I figure anything bigger than that, and I'm probably looking to get out as quickly as possible. These are just for patching up small things. This is my tool pouch. This is a Klein tool pouch. It happens to be a lovely size for this sort of thing. And it's got my pump. That pump, and I'm not kidding, that is a Mount Zeffel double shot mini pump. I got that in 1994, and it still works. I still trust that when I ride, which is nuts. Get my spare tube, got a bunch of valve cores and accoutrement. I got my multi-tool. That's a Crank Brothers with a chain tool. These are lovely. I haven't found anything better than that yet. The only tire levers you should ever carry are these Pedros jams. They come in a couple colors. The fact that the yellow matches is entirely coincidental, I promise. But these are the only ones to be bothered with, honestly. A pocket knife. I've had that since 1990. That is I think that is a Adventure from them, I think. What else we got in here? Right. That's a 15mm box wrench because I have a 15mm bolt-on rear axle. So need that to get my rear wheel off. And then Everything else in here is broken bits. Oh, some spare chain, because I seem to ruin chains on a regular basis. Anyway, that's the basic kit that I carry with me, and all that sort of fits in here, and that keeps the rattling down with it being inside here, and the rubbing against other stuff, and keeps it nice and neat. The cool thing about this hip bag here is that the back panel is, first of all, the whole thing's coated. This is 500 denier Cordura that I used, and that means that it's reasonably water resistant. So it is single panel here, padding's back behind that with the mesh over it, full zip all the way around this way. The front panel here is actually lined. The bottom, sorry, is padded as well with 5mm foam. Part of the idea of this kit, besides being able to hold a toolkit and regular riding supplies, was to be able to hold a full camera kit as well. So if I wanted to shoot while I'm riding, this would do that. So padded back, padded bottom are there mostly for camera protection, but it's sized so that if I want to take the camera that I'm shooting with right now and drop it in, you'll notice that this insert case is the same width as the bottom, so that will fit in nice and neat and give me full-blown protection on that, which is convenient. But it'll hold a small Joby tripod if you really want. It'll hold GoPros. It'll hold a whole bunch of other stuff as well, which is kind of nice. But as I normally run it right now, it's a toolkit. Always, always, always a bandana. This one happens to be a Space Invader bandana, which is just, I don't know, better somehow. And then regular zips. These are not even, it's not even a reverse zipper. It's not a waterproof zipper. And then these are compression straps. Obviously for compressing the load and keeping things from shifting, which is nice. They also give me another way if you want to bring a Joby pod with you of one sort or another. You could strap it down underneath those pretty easily. If you have an even bigger one, you can lock that down underneath there and carry that nice and securely. It won't move around on you. And yeah, and then you've got some Velcro here, which can be useful for doing tags. I happen to like this one, but you could easily put an identification tag on here. So if you want your name, or have a blood type one, which is a bit morbid, but if you want people to know, just in case, sort of worst case. But this will also hold, obviously, my cell phone and my secondary recording. I'm gonna start doing, like I have this kit that'll come with me, and that holds a couple spare batteries for the camera that I'm filming with, as well as an external lavalier mic with a wind guard on it that can go in very easily and keep everything nice and organized and comfortable. I have to say it is a remarkably comfortable pack to ride with. It does not shift around on me. It does not bounce or get annoying. I had thought about adding some side compression because of sort of this bit, but the reality is, for my needs right now, it's no problem. So yeah, for a prototype that I stitched together and designed and have used now a couple times, there's some room for improvement. I am sure fancier buckle would be nice. I could see a different compression system being interesting. I could see padding. I could see compartments. I could see a pass-through for a lumbar bladder if you want to be able to run extra water in the summer. But for a prototype for now, this is about as successful as I've done. So anyway, while I'm sick, sort of a small gear review of some homemade gear. Thanks.